Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? Not too bad myself. I just want to make a quick video um, on binary files. Uh, Basically, I'm trying to get Tales of Suburbia out to people, and it's been a long time in coming, and it's gone through endless changes, and this is the final stage. The final stage is porting uh, all of the screen graphics to binary files to cut down on the size and repetition of my programs. Because initially, there are still 5 levels, okay, but the code inside those levels was reaching a tipping point. It was like 550 lines, and on level 1, I suddenly ran out of memory, and the first thing I did was to port the map to its own disk file, but that wasn't enough. So the next thing I had to do was to port the rocket image in the hobby shop to a binary file, and then I figured, why not just port all of them to binary files? And Curtis Boyle was hinting at this before, and now this is what I'm following here. It's all making sense now. To write a main program and then convert all of your screens to binary files is so now something that was 550 lines, I've got it cut down to, I think, 380, 90, something like that, but it's going to be cut down, I'd say, when it's done, to about 250. So I'm cutting those programs down by more than half. And I'm going to engineer everything, cross-engineer everything to make it as small and efficient as possible. And that means everything. That means I'm going through my control panel, which is, now that I look at it, totally screwed up. It was just huge and redundant and repetitive. But after I made, and I'm glad that I did it, after I dived down that and did a deep dive into, what is it called, Cosmic Arc, I found out that my lines were just way too big for the controller, and I came up with a new highly efficient way, and now you get any direction of control, like 8 directions instead of 4, and you can make circles. But that's not my point. My point is that I can apply that to this game, and all of the items are going to be like, you know, compacted down into statements versus words, and I just want to squish the whole thing down, like you know, like you have this huge piece of paper and you just roll it into a ball. That's basically what I'm doing. And so I've been working for about an hour and a half now, trying to get the game part of it, and it is working. It's when you go from screen to screen, you can hear the disk drive loading, and like Curtis says, it's it appears at the speed that the drive can load it, and it's like a blink of an eye. Instead of waiting for it to be drawn in the background and then you see it, it's just instantaneous. So every time you go on to a new screen, and I'll make a video of that tomorrow, Every time you go onto a new screen, you hear the drive load and the screen appears, and then I'm using P-copy in the background to move the sprite around, and it's fast. And I only ran into one small pitfall, but after what I just went through, one or two minor errors is nothing. I wrote this program that's called binary view. You can see it up here, bin view. Everything is that's in basic, and then screen 1, 2, 3, and rocket are all binary files. So as I convert to binary files, I can view them separately. This is another utility I created. I can view them to analyze them and see if it needs changes, but you can only change them in basic, and then you have to save them to a binary file, and then you have to copy one binary file to another drive that has a disk in it. So I had 3 disk drives going at once, virtually. But anyways, and I had to cross-reference 3 drives, and it's getting really crazy. I mean, my whole Windows desktop is full of Tales of Suburbia icons with all these different features of the game. I mean, from the map screen to the directions to Billy's backpack to just everything. I can't wait until this is done so I can clean up my desktop and start doing something else. But I really want to get this game out. I feel that, to be honest with you, I have a feeling that stage 1 is just the Suburbia Center. So I have a feeling that I'm going to be done with that hopefully by the weekend. Don't quote me on that. Or it might be this time next week. I'll be able to get that out to people as a demo. And you guys can start playing it while I work on stage 2, which is the other 10 or 11 screens of the game, which is Billy's house. So I'll see if Curtis wants to put the demo up on his site, and then we'll get it out to all of you guys, and Curtis as well. I'll have him play it first after I play it, and then if he could put it up, hopefully. I know he will. I have faith in Curtis. He's helped me out along my journey for the past 3 or 4 years, like a mentor, basically, programming mentor. And without his help, I never would have made it. I never would have been doing anything like this. And conversely, without my channel, I wouldn't have reached out to so many, been able to put my videos out to so many people that are interested in this computer. And so it goes hand in hand, and they always use my, lots of times the Coco Nation features my material on the show, which I really appreciate, and that helps things out. So it's like we're all helping each other out. And anyways, I just want to show you this utility that I wrote. So what you do is you run the program, bin view, and then it lists the directory, and anything in the directory that has a bin extension on it, I can look at it. So we'll start with Rocket. So there's no way, you have to type in the extension for this one. For the data file utility, you don't. There's no way to put an extension on it, automated, because it just doesn't work that way when you're loading direct files. So you just put the whole file name in, hit enter. Now it's going to say, do you want this page to be at the top or bottom of the screen? So let's start off with the top. I just hit T for top, hit enter, and the image appears at the top of the screen. Because this is a partitioned image, it only takes up one page. because my play field is in the area below it. And this is always on top when you're playing the game, except for in stage 1. It only appears in the hobby shop. So now I'll hit the space bar. We go back into the utility, and we're going to look at Rocket again. But this time we're going to put it on the bottom. And you're going to see that it shifts down to the bottom. This is critical to what I'm doing. So I have to be able to have this ability to manage these tiles, or whatever you want to call them, pages. They're actually pages. I'm only in PMODE 1, so this utility is only going to work for PMODE 1. If anybody wants it, it'll be in the description, but it's only for PMODE 1 binary files. So I have to have the ability to manipulate these and control them. It's critical to finishing this game. I ran into a hiccup. I'll get into it tomorrow. Maybe somebody can tell me what the heck's going on. I think I figured it out. But I've been doing this like nonstop since last night for actually days. And it just got to the point where I had to shut it off, wake up in the morning, and I was making the stupidest mistake. And then it appeared to me what the mistake was, and it was so obvious. I just was misnaming a file. So sometimes you have to just, if you're having like a problem, just shut it off, take a break, go back to it the next day, and you'll probably see what it was. So I'm having this weird problem, but I had a solution for it, and now I can't remember what it was. It's just too many things going on at once. I'm sure when I look at it tomorrow, it'll be obvious. So anyways, now let's look at screen 1, and this is stage 1 of the game. So we're going to go to Cherry Tree Lane, and I can only display this from top to bottom because this is a full screen bin file. So all I have here is, this is the road over here, this is a tree, and that's the sidewalk, and this is the grass. That's it. That's screen 1. So let's look at screen 2. SCRE screen 2. This one also has to be viewed from top to bottom because it's a full screen. And this is the sidewalk, continues along here, and you're just in front of a hobby shop. And what do you call it? I think I can animate the clouds. If I have time, it's pretty simple. I can animate these clouds so they're either bobbing up and down or moving across the screen. I don't know which one would be better. Let's hear what you guys have to say. As far as this, I did this like 3 years ago. 3.5 years ago or something like that. I can't believe it's been this long. The hobby shop doesn't have a door. It's just open, and I'm not going to change it now. It's just open. I don't know. The telephone over here, I was looking at it. It looks kind of weird because there's no buttons on the bottom. It's like a payphone. So I might want to add buttons on the bottom because people are not going to know what the heck this is unless you move your character over here and you press the button. It'll tell you what it is, because this is an interactive game. You know, it's like an action, not action, it's an adventure game, role-playing sort of. So you can interact with anything on the screen. There's directions built into the game now. I don't know if I went through that with you guys yet or not. But that's a new addition. I don't remember. So let's do screen 3. This is the final one. There's going to be another 11, 12 screens something like that. So this is as far as I've gotten in a couple of days, so bear with me. 3. Now this one is a bottom because this is inside the hobby shop. So this is the play area. Then the rocket tile, these are like giant tiles, is going to be on the top, which I already showed you. The rocket image up here, that's going to be up here. And this is the inside of the hobby shop. So these are just boxes back here. And there's a kite and a guy standing behind the cash register, and you have to figure it out. But just for fun, I can load screen anything that's a half a page. I mean, anything that's a half a screen, or anything that's one page, I can load at the top or the bottom. So if I wanted to, I could shift it up here, just to let you see the kind of control that you have when you're using binary files. But it wouldn't make any sense up there because the title is always at the top. And so that's it. I'm going to let you guys go now. You can watch this, comment on it, whatever. If anybody wants this utility, it'll be in the description. And I think that's it for right now. So I'm going to go, and tomorrow we'll take a look at these binary files in action in the game itself. And the speed, how it increases the speed of the game. Alright, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.